So I've just found this incredible user that posts on Star Wars Battlefront subreddit. Also welcome back to the channel. So he's called Neptuno X. I don't know if I'm slaughtering that. He gets cool photos of heroes and then designs for what their weapons and abilities will be. So let's have it. Does it let me zoom in this image? Ah, it does. So this one looks incredible. I would love to see this. I don't know whether he'd be a light side or dark side. I'm just going to talk you through obviously what I'm looking at here, and then I'll go on to reading the comments and stuff. Right, so the Mandalorian. Mando can change his main weapon to a sniper rifle that disintegrates his targets when they die. So his main weapon is his blaster. So he swaps his blaster for the Amban rifle. Amban, I don't know how you say that. And then obviously that will be a sniper. He'll have range. He'll be able to shoot them and disintegrate him like he does to the Jawa with flamethrower. So that's interesting because usually with Boba Fett his melee is a flamethrower, but Mandalorian actually has a flamethrower ability. Now that I like all of these. So he burns his enemies from his wrist gauntlet. Enemies remain set on fire for a set time, obviously dealing them damage and stuff. So yeah, no, that would be awesome. It'd have to have a pretty good range though, because I know the flame troopers are pretty bad. His third ability would be whistling birds. Mando shoots out multiple micro missiles which seek out the closest enemies. Now that is so good. See, all of these abilities are cool. You've got his blaster as a weapon. Then when you want to do some sniping, if you could jetpack on a ledge, swap out for the sniper, start taking shots at people. When people get close to you, you can use the flamethrower. When you're outnumbered, you can use the whistling birds. Honestly, this you couldn't have a better idea. Right, so here the Mando's blaster. His main attack is a semi-automatic laser shot. Secondary attack is jetpack, so there'll be no aiming down sight. I don't know how that works with a sniper, but okay, maybe he just can't use his jetpack when he's got his sniper equipped. That's probably what I'd say. And his melee attack would be give electric shock with the Ambant rifle. I feel like I'm not saying that right. That is so cool. Like they are literally, that's like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 6 abilities there. I reckon he's a character that can cover everything, man. He can short range, far range, outnumbered, multiple enemies. Yeah, such an OP character. That is so cool. I'd imagine because of his best car armor, he'd probably have, I don't know, tops 800 health, minimum 600-700. His normal damage, I reckon his blast will probably take out standard enemy in about 2 to 3 shots. Against hero, maybe 75. Right, so let's see some of the comments. So I commented saying, mate, I love your artwork and post. I'm going to make a video on this. Is that cool? Can I use this artwork? Alright, so there we go. So someone commented, with how ineffective Mando was with it in his series, I'm surprised you made his flamethrower one of his abilities. Yeah, but it's a game, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like, Boba Fett's got his concussion rocket and his wrist rockets. You don't really even see him use that in the movies. Maybe a Baby Yoda heal ability, lol. A bit far-fetched. Now that you mention it, I'd actually like to see Mando as a Banjo-Kazooie style hero with the child. A blaster hero with access to force powers. Yeah, no, that's pretty cool, but that would never happen. I just don't see it if it will. Right, so now moving on to the next one, again by the amazing Neptuno X. Now this is the one that caught my attention the other day. There is a lot of comments and 6.8k upvotes. That is crazy, and it is all well deserved because this honestly is so cool. So we've got a Jango Fett concept. All right, now this is exciting. I read through this the other day. So his first ability, Jango Fett brings his enemies with a grappling hook attached to his wrist gauntlet. If used on the surface, quickly brings him closer to it. It'll work in a sense that if he shoots at an enemy, I'd say for me I'd want it to do like, I don't know, 50 damage or 100 damage on heroes and stuff, but he'll shoot at clone trooper or whatever, it'll pull him forwards and probably almost kill him. So if, I don't know, that's a sick idea. He could use a grappling hook, pull them closer, melee on once, and then they're dead. That's how that ability could probably be used. But against heroes, I don't know if it's such a wise idea. Maybe if you could even hook it on and then fly over a ledge and then drop them off. Something like that could be pretty good. So the poison dart. Jango Fett fires a poison dart that gradually inflicts damage to the hit target and targets around it. Also marks them on the radar. I don't know why it's got a splash damage thing, but again, that's similar to the Mandalorian's flamethrower that we just saw. And again, I think that's a really good idea because you're going to hit them, and then if they decide to run away, they're just going to die in a matter of seconds anyway. So dorsal rocket. Jango Fett shoots his dorsal rocket and inflicts damage in the area. Thing is with that, once you've used it once, then what? He's going to have to load it up with another one? I guess they'd have to do something like that. But yeah, that's pretty similar to the wrist rocket idea. I think that's good. I think it should have a big area of effect though. I'd definitely say the grappling hook's probably the best ability though, because there's so many different ways you could use it. Alright, so he's got the Star 34 blasters ×2. His main attack would be semi-automatic laser shot. Second attack would be his jetpack. Again, no aiming down the sight, same as the Mandalorian and Boba Fett. And his melee attack, wrist gauntlets, best guard blades. Yeah, so again, really cool character concept there. I would love to see that. If only they could release like Jango Fett on the bad team and Mandalorian on the good team or something. Or maybe if they brought out Battlefront 3, they could have like bounty hunters for hire, and so they could be on either team. It would be a bit confusing, but they'll have to make it. There'll be a way to make it work. Right, now let's read some of the comments, shall we? That grappling hook would lead to some amazing troll moments. Yes, it was. Yes, it would. Just fly over the ledge and use it. Exactly. Vader chokeholds someone off a ledge. Jango grapples him to safety. No, don't do that. This is totally off topic, but it's still pretty funny. Sometimes on dev Star 2 as rebels, I see a bunch of my teammates on the retractable bridge at the start shooting at enemies. I retract the bridge, and that's funny. Right, so I thought he'd done more concepts. He's only actually done 3. So we'll review his last one. I'm not so impressed by it, purely because I find R2-D2 a bit boring. But 3.8k upvotes. Sorry, I have an unpopular opinion. R2-D2 charges forwards with his thrusters to knock down and damage the first enemy standing in his path. If blocked, the enemy is still staggered and damaged. So that's his power jump. That's the same as a Jet Trooper's sort of dash forwards jump, middle ability thing, right? So draining. R2-D2 empties his oil tanks by spraying enemies, destabilizing their vision and movements. If this ability is used with power jump, yeah, I saw that coming, the oil ignites and inflicts damage to the enemies. That's so good. Maybe you could combine them, so he's draining the oil and power jumping, leaving like a blaze of fire behind him now. But yeah, that's definitely cool. So instant detection. R2-D2 deploys his radar and marks all nearby enemies to him and his allies. R2-D2 also gets a speed boost. So he's more of a supportive character, I'd say then. Sort of like a support slash attack. Electric weapon, that's his main ability, sending of electric shock. Weird way of wording it, but yeah. Concentrates the energy to send out a big electric shock that does more damage. Yeah, that makes sense. A melee attack activates a lamp that can slightly blind nearby enemies. See, that's good, Jeff. So I'd definitely say more of a supportive slash attack role. So that's it for this video. Leave a like if you liked it. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions or video ideas, whatever. And subscribe if you want to see more.